time to crack open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel at FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
It's third down. Underneath. And touchdown, Rachaad White. Tom Brady's only NFL win after trailing by 13 or more points in the fourth quarter was against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. 44th career comeback in the fourth quarter or overtime. The most all-time now, breaking that tie with Peyton Manning. And if you want to know why a guy like Brady, who at 45 in his 23rd year won't retire, it's games like this.
No question.
I mean, that is as exhilarating as it must get.
Hey, Bulldog, it's Tom Brady. I mean, come on.
The GOAT. Last-minute scoring drives of 91 and 63 yards. That lifts the Buccaneers to a 17-16 victory over the Saints on Monday Night Football. I don't know how many fourth quarter comebacks he has now, but he broke Peyton Manning's record last night, did he not?
Yeah, don't forget we had the holding call in there too that brought one back. They had to do it all over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so good for the Bucs. He hits Cade Otton. Brady does. That pulled the Buccaneers to within 16-10, and then with 3 seconds left in the game, 6-yard throw to rookie running back Rachaad White. And that was the game winner for the Buccaneers. They are now 6-6, and well atop that bad division.
Commanding lead with 6-6.
It's so sad.
NFC South, yes. They could finish 8-9 probably and win that division. It's terrible. So, but good for the Buccaneers. Maybe this will be a kickstart to their. Even though they won the game last night, they're still mediocre, are they not? They're a mediocre team.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're a team to be feared by the superior teams in the league.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
I mean, dude, all they had was 3 points on the board. I would have never thought going to sleep that they'd win that game.
I mean, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Bucs are no match for them right now, but we shall see.
Well, 49ers, didn't they just lose Garoppolo?
Yeah, for the season.
They did. Maybe Baker Mayfield will end up in San Francisco. He got cut yesterday.
I've seen. They waived Baker Mayfield, and they're mentioning San Francisco, obviously, with Garoppolo gone. Miami's even been mentioned as a possible destination for him, as well as Tampa Bay.
Well, Miami could use a backup quarterback. With Tua's health situation, you never know. And they have that Skylar Thompson as the backup now. They do have Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if Baker Mayfield's any better than Teddy Bridgewater, quite honestly.
Baker in for the win, boys, is the slogan back. Baker in for the win. Put him in place of Garoppolo.
Don't get too excited there yet, Tom.
Baker in for the win. How about Baker? If Baker's in for the win, how about the Magic signing him, because they could use a win, right?
God.
They lost again last night, 109-102 to the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo, maybe the best player in the league, who had 34 points. That was the Magic's 9th straight loss as we head into the holidays. Do you want the injury? I'm not going to read you the injury.
No, it's let's just move on to the next one and hope for a better outcome. Hey, Bulldog, I don't know if there's such a thing as an actual Pandora's box or a portal to hell, but the college football portal may be the closest thing we have. It opened yesterday.
Before we get to the portal, though, Anthony Richardson, Florida's starting quarterback, he announced yesterday he is headed to the NFL draft. Don't know where he'll get drafted. There's some that say he'll be late first round, early second round, so we shall see. But the Gators' quarterback situation right now is in shambles because Anthony Richardson is gone, the backup.
The other one's in jail.
Yeah, the other one, I think he's bailed out of jail, but he had the child pornography charges last week. I don't even know who the Gators will start in their bowl game. It'll probably be this transfer from Ohio State, Jack Miller, who broke his thumb this season, didn't play all year, so he may start the bowl game for the Gators. The transfer portal. Wow, UCF lost a handful of players yesterday. Ryan O'Keefe,
did that surprise you that he's bolting with 1 year of eligibility left?
Yeah, but who knows where he's going? Who knows what he's going to get paid? There are a lot of schools, big time schools, that can use a receiver like Ryan O'Keefe. The guy's explosive. He was UCF's co-captain. But be careful what you wish for. Remember last year, Jaden Robinson one of UCF's best receivers. He wound up at Ole Miss and couldn't even get on the field.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Also, linebacker Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste, UCF starter, he left. Another starter, Devontae Brown, a quarterback, he entered the transfer portal. John Rice Plumlee, the quarterback, who was technically a senior this year but had another year of eligibility, he announced yesterday he is coming back for an extra year, so that's good news for UCF that Plumlee will be back next year. Gators lost a bunch of players in the transfer portal, so many I can't even start to name them. FSU lost a couple of key players, linebacker Amari Gaynor, their leading tackler, he's gone. Clemson loses their he was their starting quarterback until he got benched in the ACC championship game. There's word he may wind up at Florida. It's very complicated.
You know what we got to remember, though, as college football fans, that you freak when you see some of these guys leave, but you got to remember the portal goes in two directions.
Yeah. I always like to say the portal giveth and the portal taketh away. Look at UCF last year. I mean, they lost Dylan Gabriel and the receiver Robinson, but look who they got. I mean, they got Javon Baker, the transfer from Alabama. He winds up at receiver. Kobe Hudson, transfer from Auburn. John Rice Plumlee, obviously, transfer from Ole Miss. So, yeah, UCF and others are going to, and here's what else you need to remember. A lot of times, not necessarily in Ryan O'Keefe's case, but a lot of times, these players that enter the transfer portal, the coaches tell them, you need to enter the transfer portal because we need to get better players than you out of the transfer portal. So,
yeah, you're not being invited back.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's what Mario Cristobal said. He said to some of his guys, "You're not being invited back.
We're not going to renew your contract."
Yeah, back in the old days, we just call it running them off.
Right,
run them off.
Run them
now
off.
They call it entering the transfer.
All right. Lightning will be back on the ice tonight, skating at home against the Detroit Red Wings. You got anything else for us this morning, dog?
Absolutely, I do. The 4 Heisman finalists were announced yesterday. Stetson Bennett, quarterback of Georgia, all quarterbacks, by the way. Max Duggan, TCU, C.J. Stroud of Ohio State, and Caleb Williams of Southern Cal. I did vote yesterday. I won't tell you who I voted for.
Was it a debate internally for you who you finally voted for?
Absolutely, it was.
Were performances this last weekend play a role in who you ended up voting for?
Because we know, for the record, you cannot tell us exactly who it is, but Pat's trying to hint it out of you.
Let me just tell you this. 2 of the 3 are on the finalist list that I voted for.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, you want to talk more sports? You can always find him on adjacent to us, hosting Open Mic on FM 96.9 The Game, and his words in the Orlando Sentinel and online at orlandosentinel.com. Here he treats us to the sounds of a grown man barking as we wrap up the sports page each weekday morning on JRR.
Oh!
Get Earth Day birthday info now. Follow us on our Facebook page at Earth Day Birthday.